The long-awaited return of FC Barcelona to the Spotify Camp Nou is slipping further out of reach. What was supposed to be a celebratory home debut on September 13 or 14 against Valencia now looks increasingly unlikely, as construction delays and logistical hurdles mount. The sticking point is the certificate of end of work, the official document needed to reopen the stadium. Club officials had hoped the paperwork would arrive in time, but on Thursday morning, after a visit from UEFA inspectors, Barcelona's deputy mayor Albert Battle cast fresh doubts on whether the stadium could host matches this fall at all. "It is very difficult to imagine the return to Camp Nou this year," Battle said. His remarks dealt a heavy blow to fans who had circled the Valencia game as the symbolic reopening of their rebuilt home. The club already reached an agreement with the Barcelona City Council to use the Olympic Estadi in Montjuïc as a temporary base for half the season, but another hurdle arises. On September 12th, American rapper Post Malone is scheduled to perform at Montjuïc, leaving insufficient time to ready the stadium for a top-flight match just 24 hours later. That forces the club to consider other, less-than-ideal alternatives. 3 options on the table. According to people familiar with internal discussions, Barcelona is weighing 3 possibilities. Montjuïc in Girona. Girona Stadium is the closest viable venue. It would minimize travel disruptions and keep fans relatively close to Barcelona. While there have not yet been formal talks with Girona FC, officials believe cooperation is likely if needed. Relocating the concert. Another idea floated was to move Post Malone's concert from Montjuïc to the Palau Sant Jordi Arena, but ticket demand has already exceeded the indoor venue's capacity, making this solution increasingly impractical. Yet another away game. The most radical option would see Barcelona request a 4th consecutive away fixture, this time at Valencia's Mestalla. Some clubs have already raised concerns about the sporting imbalance created by Barca's unusual schedule, but La Liga sources suggested a compromise could be reached under exceptional circumstances. No empty stadiums. One option emphatically off the table is playing behind closed doors at the Camp Nou. Although the idea circulated briefly in the media, club officials insist it would require additional permits and would undercut the emotional weight of a long-awaited return. Barcelona does not want its first game back to be played in silence. One official said, "It would be very sad." For now, the countdown to September continues, with uncertainty hanging over every possibility, whether it's Girona, Mestalla, or another reluctant stopgap. One thing is clear, Barcelona's homecoming will have to wait.